Schools all across North Alabama have been shutting down because of the flu, but some districts are staying open despite a high number of absences. Parents reached out to WAAY 31 over a high number of absences in the Florence city school system. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dan Schaefer.
And I'm Naja Sherman. WAAY 31's Breken Terry went straight to the superintendent to get answers. Breken, what did you learn?
Yeah, guys, I'm here outside of the Florence City Schools Board of Education where I spoke with the superintendent who tells me they've had an abnormally high number of absences last week, but those numbers have seemed to improve. Now he says there's no way to actually tell if all of these absences are flu related.
He basically said that there was no way of confirming that the illnesses were due to the flu, that they were disinfecting, and basically that was as far as their concern went.
Tony Roberts has 2 kids in the Florence City school system and said he was hearing rumors about how bad the flu has gotten in the school system.
Kind of disturbing. I feel like there's definitely a lack of communication between the school system and the parents regarding this issue.
Florence City Schools Superintendent Dr. Jimmy Shaw told us the elementary schools have a higher number of absences, but said it varies elementary school to elementary school. Shaw gave us a rough estimate of 14 to 15% of students were out at the elementary schools and said Florence High School's absent rate was 10 to 12%. But without confirmation from each student, Shaw said it's hard to say if all the absences are flu related.
Today when we picked up my son, he told me 5 children in his class that has 21 normally is out. So we're talking about 25% of his classrooms out.
Shaw told us they have gotten some industrial strength cleaning supplies to clean the schools and rid them of germs. But Roberts said if the flu is really that bad or getting worse, they should close the schools for a few days.
Because right now, cleaning the schools daily isn't getting the job done, and it's time to look past that and let's really have the best interests of the children in mind.
Robert's son tells us while he's at school, he's washing his hands more and trying to avoid catching anything.
Because I definitely don't want to catch the flu.
Now, Shaw told me that they're telling parents if your child has a fever, please keep them at home. He told me that if the flu numbers do continue to increase, they will consult with the county health department before making a decision to close the schools. Live in Florence, Breken Terry, WAAY 31 News.
Thank you, Breken. In Tennessee, Vanderbilt Children's Hospital said the flu virus hit earlier this year than in years past. Since then, hospital officials said the number has regulated. Last year was the deadliest flu season for children in nearly a decade. 172 children died. 80% of them did not get the flu vaccine. Here in Alabama, several school districts are dealing with widespread absences because of the flu. Madison County hasn't been forced to close for 6 days yet, but a lot of children are missing class. Find out what's being done to prevent more flu cases tonight on WAAY 31 News at 6.